The Dating Show, brought to you by olderdatingonline.com.
Hello, Debbie, you okay?
I'm great. How about you, Rod?
Yeah, not too bad. Do you like nuts?
Yes.
I tell you, because I just had a look online.
Okay.
Pistachio nut is
yeah.
known as the love nut.
Yes, it is. I believe in some cultures it's an aphrodisiac.
Is it? I do like pistachios.
Yes, they're really, really good, but very Christmassy, aren't they? We have them at Christmas.
Yeah. Anyway, do you remember a chap called Alex that we heard from?
I do.
Chap who was going to go on an internet date and he was going to use impressions
To impress.
to try and impress the lady concerned. So I thought I'd catch up with him and let's find out exactly what happened.
The Dating Show, brought to you by olderdatingonline.com.
So we've come out on location on The Dating Show. Caught up again with Alex. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, very good. You've got a very deep, as we said before, rich voice.
Go into Barry White.
Okay, so we caught up with you last time, and you were saying that when you go on dates, you might use some of your impressions. So I understand you've been out on a date, so how did it go?
Well, basically, it felt a bit like a formal interview. As soon as I got there, she was like, "Oh, are you Alex?" And I said, "Yes." I said, "Are you Charlotte?" And it became an interview about sort of what you do in your day job, and so I then tried to break it down by going, "Hello, it's Alan Partridge. You had a temper like my jealousy," and she kind of looked at me and then looked at the wall, and
did she think you were mad?
I hate to say that, but possibly she did, yeah.
Okay. But looking back on it now, I mean, when you mentioned this to me and you said you might use these impressions, at the time it worried me and I thought, no, don't go down that route on a first date. Do you look back on it now and think that it was the wrong thing to do?
No, I actually think it was the right thing to do. I just think that, because basically to me, she seemed a lot more jovial when we were talking online. But when we met, she seemed very, very stiff and very, very formal. So I kind of were imagining that she was going to be like she was pretty much online, but she turned out to be very, very formal. So I think if it had been anyone else, maybe it would have been a bit more, it would have had a bit more gravitas to it.
So, I mean, would you use them again?
Yes, maybe, but maybe I used them too early. Maybe I would use it later down the line. I wouldn't use it like in the first sort of half an hour. Maybe I'd use it a little bit later.
Right.
Maybe I used that game plan a little bit too early.
Okay. And overall, I mean, your experience of doing this online dating, how did you find it?
Interesting. As I said, this is the first time I've literally been out on a date through an online agency. So it's an unusual experience. You don't know what to really think, because you're kind of like thinking, are they going to be the same as they are online? You know, what are they going to be like? And this girl I met, she turned out to be totally different from how she was online. So my next experience is with another girl this weekend, and obviously I'm going to try and execute my impression game plan a little bit later. I might even try the odd...
Don't do it.
I might even try the odd opera singing.
Oh my God. You could become an internet sensation.
I don't know about that.
Okay, so, I mean, how was it left with this girl? Because I'll just go back to when you did these impressions. So you met her, you sat down, met her. It's all going quite well, presumably.
To be honest, well, it was more kind of like a formal discussion. So, to be honest, this is the kind of scenario where it's almost like "get me out of here" kind of thing. It's too tense.
Her or you?
Probably both of us, but not matching. I mean, after the date, I said, "Nice to meet you. Let's maybe do it again sometime, maybe." Because I thought, I always like to give these things a second chance. And she emailed me back and said, I just don't think there was any connection there. No. And I said, yeah, fair enough. I think you're right. I don't think there was. I don't think we had a connection. So, yeah. Okay. So, but onwards and upwards. And next time, I think I'm going to use this opera, and maybe the impression, but later down the line, not in the first sort of
No,
20 minutes.
Don't use the impression. And actually, I'm worried about the opera. Oh dear. I didn't. When I was doing the interview with him, he didn't get it still. I mean, we love Alex dearly, don't we?
Yeah, he's a bit of a love nut himself, isn't he?
But it's sort of, he's persevering with the impressions and now bringing in opera. It's never going to work, is it?
I think he's onto a losing streak here.
Yeah.
But he's raised a really important point there. The fact that his
Don't
date...
use opera or sing. Or impressions.
No, absolutely, don't
do that.
No, Alex, don't. But the fact that his date, face-to-face, seemed very different from her online persona. He said that she seemed a lot more formal, and it highlights the fact that even though we can feel we know someone online, we actually don't really know them. That's really important to remember.
Yeah.
Because you can say some intimate things, but actually you don't know a person until you meet them
Face to face.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think we should get him back?
Oh, yes.
And find out sort of whether the opera worked?
Absolutely. I need to know the next episode.
The Dating Show, brought to you by olderdatingonline.com.